I came across some letters that I wrote my dad while I was in the family school. His wife gave them to me so kindly when he passed away. And reading these letters is wild. Wild. A lot of this stuff is not even factual, right? Aside from the fact that you could tell in my tone that my letters were being monitored, right? And I always think to myself, did my parents not notice, right? Like, did they not notice that I was different, right? Even my handwriting is different, y'all. It's truly crazy, but I figured I would read them so that you have an idea of just how much we are conditioned to speak. I only have 3 letters that I wrote him, and they do start in 97, right? My mom was the primary point of contact. I think that is important, but they did really keep tabs on who you spoke to, right? I got there in June of 96, the end of June. This first letter is February 21st of 97. Dear Dad, hi, how are you? I'm doing okay. I know you haven't heard from me in a while. I can say that it was definitely not easy. I live in an upstate boarding school for kids at high risk. The kids here are ages 12 to 19, and our days are very busy. We wake up at 6:15. We spend about a half hour in the dorm. Then we go to a chapel that we have on campus. We pray and meditate for about 40 minutes. After then, we go to the main house for breakfast. We go to our first 5 classes, then we go to lunch. Meals here are not only to eat, they also are used to help people. People stand up and we give them advice and help. After lunch, we have 6 more classes, then we eat dinner. After dinner, we have 2 study halls, then we go to the chapel again for 20 minutes. After that, we go to the dorms, and after 35 minutes, it's lights out. The next day, we repeat the whole thing. Being here has helped me through a lot. We live by the 12 steps of AA, and I've been sober for almost 11 months. April 12th, I'll have a year sober. There's a lot that you don't know. I'm sorry, I have to flip the page. I've done a lot of mean, cruel, and hurtful things to a lot of people. My mom sent me here to save my life. I've disrespected both you and my mom, and I'm ready to say I'm sorry. This place is pretty cool. I'm learning to respect myself and to deal with my problems. Here, I can't use things to cover up anything and substitute happiness. I've had my struggles and I'm trying, but sometimes it gets tough, but I'm trying. I love you guys, and I'd like if you keep contact. I'd like to hear from you and start to build a different relationship. I know it's hard for you to understand what's going on. I will be here until I graduate, which is hopefully in January of 98. This place is helping me transform from a spoiled brat into a young woman with a promising future. I love you guys, and hopefully I'll hear from you soon. Tell everyone I said hi and that I miss them. Give the boys a kiss for me, and tell Aunt Arlene I love her. You can't give them this address because I can only write to you and Mom. Please write and send pictures. Wild. This one is interesting. This one's written on May 31st, 97. It must be from when I ran away. Because when I ran away, I was brought to New York. Obviously, my mom drove me back the next morning. It says, Dear Dad, hi, how are you? I'm okay. When I got back on Sunday, I had a hard time. And then on Tuesday, I flipped out and had to go into isolation. Sometimes I think it's easier to act that way and flip out on people, but really it doesn't get me anywhere. So now I'm still struggling because when I went home, I called my old friends, and that's not something that's supposed to happen. I saw that Kevin left his birthday card in my mom's car. I'm sorry that I didn't get to see you on Sunday, but it was crappy, and Mommy wanted to leave early to make it back on time. Other than that, I'm doing okay. I haven't talked to Susan yet, who was my family counselor, because it's been a busy week, but I will. I love you always, Margaret. The next one is July 6th of 97. Dear Dad, hi, how are you? I'm doing okay. We're getting ready for the play, which is in August. We're doing Damn Yankees, and it's really exciting. It's 4th of July weekend, and we've been having competitions in swimming, volleyball, soccer, and softball, and it's actually been lots of fun despite the fact that I'm here. The team that wins goes, I'm sorry, I dropped it. The team that wins goes to a Yankees game. We're really excited. Now it's Sunday morning and we're all down by the pond. People are playing volleyball, frisbee, sitting by the pond and writing letters and reading. I'm going to call you on Tuesday, and I have permission to call you every week now, so I'm going to call you on Wednesdays from now on. How are things doing at home? How are things going at home? Are the boys okay? They're out of school. I hope you have Tylenol. Mom started to go to AA meetings, which is pretty good. We're having a barbecue today. I love barbecues. Are you going to come up for Family Day? It's August 24th. I've been away for a really long time, and it seems like it's gone by so quick. Family reunion is coming up. Tell everyone I said hello and send my love, and I hope they're doing well. Tell the boys I said hi and I love them, and they better be good. I hope they got promoted. I love you and stay well. See you soon, right back, and I'll talk to you soon. I love you, Margaret. So, family days were always different, right? Like, you were excited to see your family, and we were conditioned to smile, right? Like, you were never going to say anything during that day that would make anybody believe anything other than everything was gravy, right? But these, they don't even sound like me. Like, I feel like if my kids would have written me a letter and it was super weird, I feel like I would think I knew something was wrong. No, not my mom or my dad, apparently, because those were the only people I was allowed to talk to. Like, even my brothers that are my dad's kids, I couldn't talk to them. They did come up for Family Day that year, actually, but I couldn't communicate with them outside of it because they kept really strict guidelines on who you could and couldn't talk to.